Hey, Mike here with Allied Spacecraft Corp, and we are just taking a little time off to take a look at our original build, the first Gonk. Not the little mini one, which we looked at last week, but we're talking about the very first thing. Why did we get into doing these builds? Well, I'll tell you the story. My son, 13-year-old Brock, he watching too much YouTube, decided, hey Dad, let's build a BB-8. Look at this kid. He built one out of a foam globe and a remote control car. And I got to tell you, watching that video, it was way above my pay grade. So, but like other dads, want to do something with their kids, don't know how to do it. We just sat down and started watching a bunch of YouTube videos. And then somewhere, I can't tell you what video it was, but it was interviews with guys from ILM. For the first Star Wars. They were talking about building everything on a budget, kit bashing stuff, and the Gonk Droid got mentioned. And I don't remember who was being interviewed, but he says, yeah, that thing was just two Rubbermaid totes and some dryer vent covering the legs of the midget. We were just building stuff out of trash. And then they did it. They showed the picture of the Gonk Droid, and my childhood was ruined. Seriously, there goes my imagination. I saw it clearly. That's two Rubbermaid totes and dryer vent. All of which I had in the basement. I looked at my son. I says, let's build one of those. We can do that. So here's some highlights, some pictures. We weren't filming video back then, but I'll walk you through what we did. Let's take a look.
Okay, so every Gonk Droid needs two Rubbermaid. So I grabbed these from Menards. I had a length of drainage tile left over from some project, and an eager kid ready to do something. So the feet are pretty basic. Two pieces of 2x4 and some foam packaging from a printer with a chunk of that drain tile. These 2x4s are screwed into just a small piece of 2x12 inside that bottom bin, and that's it. That's what stands it up. There's Brock tearing apart a Keurig. We use a lot of Keurig parts on our droid here. That's where his name comes from. You can see right there, Nosy. We've got some pool filter parts on the side and a part of an aquarium filter on the top, and parts of the Keurig on the other side. I want to take a minute to talk about the rim where the two bins come together. I hate the way they look on some Gonks where it's open along the top rim. So I took one of the lids and cut it to fit tight around that. Then I caulked it in place, filled those holes with caulk so that we could prime it over, and it looked like solid metal at the connection. You can see here where we started to prime the Gonk. The back face there is just a carryout container. After priming it gray, I masked off, I think with some mustard or something, some of the corners, then started painting it up blue. After painting it blue, we did some rust effect and dirtied it up. We used, like a clear lacquer with some stain in it, some brown stain. That's what really gave it that rusty look, kind of over the blue. I hadn't done this before, so this was kind of new, and I was using what I had on the shelf. All right, let's talk about the lights. I knew I wanted this logic panel kind of blinky light that R2-D2 has on the face, but I didn't realize that you can actually buy these fairly simply. I thought it would be a real pain, so I picked one of these up off of Amazon, and I got a small battery powered string of these pen light Christmas lights, and sitting in front of the TV with a hot glue gun, I put together a bank of them, about I think 9 across, 1 row at a time, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, until I had enough to fill that little holder. And then I cut a hole in the face of Nosy and mounted this thing in there. And that is the logic light. I did one on either side, either face has the same thing, There's also another small string of Christmas lights, multicolored, that you'll see in the video. They're all through the droid, and they're just battery powered and hot glued into place. The sounds are from a Bluetooth speaker inside it. That's it. It's pretty basic. I didn't do anything special with the wiring. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want, and give us a like. Keep an eye out. We're going to be putting more videos out on our room build. So thanks a lot. Hey, this is Mike with Allied Spacecraft Corp. Thanks for watching. Check out one of our other videos. We got a lot more coming. We've been doing a lot of stuff with this room, and we're getting started to tear it down and start all over. So take a look. We hope you enjoy. Keep making things.